Hey, welcome back everybody. I'm Lou, and this is Metal Lens Reviews. Welcome to my channel. So, if this is your first time here, you're checking it out, you like what you see, thank you. Please do me that favor of like, comment, subscribe. As I mentioned before, it really helps me grow the channel, spread it to the masses, and of course motivates me to provide you guys more content to watch. Alright, so what are we doing here? So, we're going to be reacting to CRADLE of Filth, a band I'm definitely familiar with. Yeah, I never seen them live or nothing, but, growing up, listening to metal, different kinds of metal, death metal, black metal, and what have you, they were definitely in the lineup. So you either or, were a CRADLE of Filth fan or a Dimmu Borgir, both equally heavy, definitely shades of black metal or black metal, depending on what you categorize them, black and death metal. There's just so much. Like, I wouldn't put these guys in the same lineup with bands like, Dark Funeral or Mayhem. God forbid. You don't want that argument, please. But it's a good segue, I think, for the Hot Topic crowd or Spencer's crowd. We're probably super familiar with CRADLE of Filth, their offensive t-shirts, and bands like Dimmu Borgir. It's a good segue. If you want to go that step above into heavier territory, CRADLE of Filth could lead you to bands like Dark Funeral or Mayhem, if you want to explore the black metal genre of metal music. Completely up to you, but it's interesting, I'll tell you that. So yeah, CRADLE of Filth, I'll tell you what, Danny Filth, the singer, super creative guy. His albums are like stories, horror stories, and this song, Malignant Perfection, is his love letter to All Hallows Eve, Halloween. And I can't think of anyone better enough to pay homage to Halloween than Danny Filth. So this should be interesting. Alright, let me stop yapping. Let's cue this video up and check it out together. Once again, this is CRADLE of Filth with Malignant Perfection. And this one just dropped very, very recent. So let's check this baby out. Okay, this, you know what? Because he's going through a lot of transitions, different styles. I mean, it's still heavy, still black metal-esque, but, every album has a kind of a different feel to it, different theme. This being fairly recent, I'm sure this is going to be part of an album that's already in the works, or showcasing a future album. I don't know. Anyway, the sound. Like I said, every album had a different kind of feel to it. That's what bands do. Imagine being, cookie cutter, carbon copy music. It would probably get boring after a while. So it's good to experiment just enough, keep things interesting. I think That's what Danny Filth here is trying to do. But this sounds a good mixture of literally old and new Cradle of Filth. Listen to, their first album, and then listen to maybe 2 albums after that, and you'll know what I mean, They're, it's funny, their keyboardists are always, number one, it's always, a woman, and, their participation in the clean vocals, the singing, because the reason why I wasn't really drawn to them as much as, let's say, Dimmu Borgir was because Dimmu Borgir had a more natural, black metal-ish kind of thing. It was high-pitched, screechy, not even high-pitched, screechy, just like growl, deep, you know what I mean? Harsh kind of vocals, a operatic feel to it, which they have too. They have all that. It's just Danny did this, this, not even guttural. I can't put it in the words, but if you guys know Cradle of Filth, you know what I'm talking about. His signature scream that he does, it's really high pitch, like, putting a human in a hot oil bath, or whatever. Or subjugating to torture, a high pitched death scream that, I don't know, it kind of took me out a little bit, I'm sure this song is, we're only just almost 2 minutes in. I'm sure it's going to be littered here and there because, without that, what is really Cradle of Filth? Because every band has their kind of niche, their thing that makes them stand out, and that being the Cradle of Filth. But, visually, super creative. You can tell they put a lot of effort in their music, their videos, obviously. Hopefully YouTube lets me show this. That would be awesome. Please, YouTube. But you gotta give credit where it's, obviously this is great. This is great for this kind of season. We're rounding towards the end of October. Halloween full swing, and this is definitely a love letter. This is definitely embodies All Hallows Eve. And I'm not going to deep dive into the lyrics. His lyrics are very methodically placed and just big, like a college professor. If a college professor wrote lyrics, it would be Danny Filth. But yeah, visually awesome. The band themselves, they play really, really well. Despite all the different lineups, they have a very core sound that they're very faithful to, and you could recognize them out of anyone. Cradle of Filth, call them what you will, a Hot Topic black metal band or whatever label you put Cradle of Filth in, you have to admit what they're doing, especially at that time, even today. It stands out. If anything, I think they borrowed, elements of bands they might have listened to, that being, whether that black metal or death metal or whatever. It has the melodies. It's melodic. It's beautiful. But those layers of darkness are there, and that's what's attractive, and we're missing that, I think. So I'm glad they're still kicking it. And I'm not their biggest fan, but I appreciate that they're still pumping out music and still being creative and doing what they're doing. Just my opinion there. All right, let's keep going.
I break the gates of
I think it's one of the guitar players. Someone's a Hellraiser fan. In fact, one of their music videos had, was it Her Ghost in the Fog or something? I don't know. One of them had Doug Bradley, who plays Pinhead in Hellraiser. He's the guy with all the, the head Cenobite, whatever. If you've seen Hellraiser, you know what I'm talking about. One of their guitarists is, has that. That's pretty neat. Yeah, man, this is I'm going to definitely be blasting this during Halloween. This actually is kind of making me like them more now. Like I said, now more than ever, if you were to look at my playlist or my history on YouTube, you'd be like, Lou, what the hell's wrong with you? Are you okay, bud? You want to talk about it? Because I listen to a lot of, not just because I'm doing this, but just my taste changes a lot. And, I like to experiment and listen to different stuff. I get a lot of recommendations just from friends, too. So, but it just feels very natural, me kind of, gravitating back to this and, actually giving it a chance and analyzing Cradle of Filth. I totally see why they've lasted, the test of time. It's awesome, and I appreciate it. It's cool, and I'm glad they're keeping themselves on the map, because this opens it up for other, aspiring musicians or, maybe outsiders. There's no more goth, really, but, kids that maybe like this music and feel out of place, they could discover or rediscover Cradle of Filth, and Cradle of Filth opens up the door to other bands. So there you go, let's keep going. Get these gifts right, Queen. Be the
embrace the uninhibited in the face of the coming storm.
I love the transitions. I love there's a, what do you call that, a bridge, like the middle part of the song or whatever, just like almost like an instrumental. They're very operatic. They have that feel. We just saw Danny's signature scream right there. That's what I was talking about. I knew he was going to put that in somewhere. But, I don't know, more tolerable now. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Maybe I'm just old, and I'm used to stuff like this now. I don't know. I tell you what, as I get older, there's people that said, you gain patience as you age. That's completely bullshit. I have no patience as I get older. But I tell you what, my tolerance and my feel and listening skills have definitely improved. I give more chances, I think, when it comes to music and different, tastes of just everything, I give it more of an opportunity, a chance to breathe and grow. And, I'm either going to like it or not. But this, like I said, I've always been aware of Cradle of Filth. Almost seen them at one point. But they've always been in my circle, and in my circle of friends. And like I said, don't, please, whatever you do, save yourself the argument. Just enjoy them for what they are. A metal band, whatever, with blackened elements or whatever, because black metal fans might fight you. I don't know, I'm just saying. They're real touchy when it comes to true Norwegian black metal, but and I respect each. Okay, in fact, I did a Mayhem reaction before. I haven't listened to a full Mayhem song prior to that, and awesome. I totally get it. Super controversial, but talented musicians and very unique. I will say that. Same thing with Cradle of Filth. Like I said, call them what you will. Like the crowd definitely, when I was growing up, was that Hot Topic crowd. Those mall rats that were, metalheads or, goth or screamo even. It was always, Cradle of Filth was always attached to a lineup of bands. You could see Cradle of Filth with, Disturbed, or they would put Cradle of Filth with a similar artist like Dimmu Borgir. They would always be kind of hand in hand, and you had two separate camps and who liked, for whatever reasons, what band they liked better. But yeah, I mean, you would see Cradle of Filth with maybe Cannibal Corpse, or whoever, But it's not just listening to them, it's a visual treat. Go see, go on YouTube and, Cradle of Filth live. Even their live shows, just like Slipknot or Mushroom Head, they put on an act. This isn't just costume and makeup for just thrills and shock value. It's, what they represent. It's how they express themselves. And it's a good show, There's an art to it, And, he's an interesting fellow. Listen to one of his interviews. He's, Danny Filth. He might look like he's out there, but he knows what he's talking about. I mean, look, he lasted this long, right? It's not a gimmick. People might feel like it's that way, but you still have to compose music and make it sound decent. When you're attached to a label, you have an obligation to that label to produce good music, and it has to sell. And it's either going to do good or not. In between, you might fall through the cracks, but you still got to come together with 5 other friends, make music, show it to the label, and they have to release it. And, it has to pass through layers, So, the end result is this, and I think it's good, Let's keep going. Awesome. That was fun. That was definitely paying homage to Halloween. Definitely a love letter. I get it. It's Danny Filth being Danny Filth for you. So yeah. Like I said, I've listened to Cradle of Filth before. I have a few select songs I like more so than others, but I never really gave them a chance. I never really committed to them. But this, I'm kind of sold. Like I said, I don't know if this is just a one-off. It's going to be attached to a new album. I really don't know. Is it on a previous album and I'm just being ignorant? I don't know. Like I said, I don't follow Cradle of Filth like that. Out of the band camp between them, Cradle of Filth and Dimmu Borgir, I always lean more towards, Dimmu. But Cradle of Filth, this kind of has me leaning towards this side now. Either way, I mean, I like who I like. I could like both. You could do that. You could like two different bands, But this is cool. It was fun. It was exciting. I love the Halloween theme. I can't think of anyone else, really. I mean, I can think of a few other bands, but they definitely represented Halloween really, really through and through. This is a good, scary video to show your non-metalhead friends. So anyone listening, you have any friends that are maybe straight edge or, I don't know, this isn't their bag, maybe they like mumble rap, show them this. This will definitely be a WTF moment for them. So, yeah, that should be interesting. But I thought it was fun. It was great. And good video. It always had good videos, I gotta say. I know they did a horror movie back in the day involving them. I don't know. I vaguely remember that. But I think I would love to see Cradle of Filth on the big screen in a cheesy B-horror movie. Like, why not, right? Why isn't Mushroom Head or Slipknot doing something like that? I think it would sell, honestly. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Wishful thinking. Well, there you have it, guys. That was new Cradle of Filth with Malignant Perfection, their love letter to Halloween, All Hallows Eve. And I liked it. I thought it was cool. Definitely recommend it to you guys. Hey, look, if you made this far in the video, thank you. Please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know what you think. Did you enjoy this Cradle of Filth song? Do you have a certain one that you prefer over the others? Let me know in the comments below. Yeah. Hey, if you want to give me a recommendation, you want to skip that line instead of just, write me something to react to, I always check them out first. I'm going to leave a link down below. Buy me a coffee. Other than that, thank you. As always, I'll see you all very, very soon. Peace.